So I don't know if I talked about the fact that I had enteroscopy like a month ago, I think. And it just shows you how these specialists and these medical centers work. I literally, obviously, had to wait like a month to be able to get the results and go in for it. I mean, when I left the day of, they gave me a little printout and a little report. But of course, like when I see stuff like hiatal hernia and I see the pictures, like I obviously want to talk to the specialist about it. Because what I'd heard next from them was that they wanted to put me back on the medication nortriptyline that I had a bad situation with, or they wanted to try Wellbutrin. And so again, like I'm not in a super hurry to like try out medications, especially, when they tell me they're going to be not very evasive and then they turn out to just like almost ruin my world. So I finally got to see the specialist, and it was really good to be able to talk about it because enteroscopies apparently go much deeper than an endoscopy. And he said the results from it were he saw no fungus, no bacteria, no inflammation, no damage anywhere. He said that everything looked good. There was no food present, which is huge because the last two endoscopies that I've had, both food was present. The first one I had back in 2013, the specialist said he couldn't even continue with it because there was so much food in my system. And then the one that was taken in 2016, I have the pictures of it where you can see the food that's in there. So to not see food now is awesome because normally when people suspect gastroparesis, they'll see food in your stomach and think, oh, now we need to do a gastric emptying study. But if we did this enteroscopy now, no one would think to do a gastric emptying study because there's no food there. So obviously the stomach's emptying. So obviously something else is causing all this bloating and situations that's going on. And it's not bacteria or there's not fungus. So there's obviously something else going on, which is why my specialist thinks that I have gastric accommodation with hypersensitivity, I think is what he called it, which is why he wanted to try out these medications. So again, like this is a situation where I just want to be able to try out foods and I almost feel like I need to change the name of my web channel because I may not have gastroparesis because technically I really don't. Now I don't. So, but no, we're gonna try it out, and we have been trying out. That's why we're doing this video. Is we didn't try the nortriptyline. He put me on the Wellbutrin, although I got a generic one, obviously, because I'm on the Medi-Cal. This is called Bupropion, and it's 100 milligrams. So the first day I took it, I had a little bit of nausea. I did take it with food, and I took it before I ate, and then had like my regular vitamins after. And I didn't do this with my first meal of the day, like I think I'm supposed to. I did it with my second meal of the day because I made sure that I was around my friend Ashby at the time. So I had a little bit of nausea right off the bat, and then I don't know if I passed out. And when I say passed out, I mean I fell asleep. I don't remember if I did that first or if I had all the bowel movements with the diarrhea and a little bit of belly pain. And it's not like it was consistent. It just was kind of there, and then it happened a couple of times. And then I just noticed that there was I urinated a lot as well. Like I woke up twice in the night to go to the bathroom. And then I urinated a lot while I was at my friend Ashby's house. So stuff that was a little bit out of the ordinary, but I didn't feel like I was dying. I felt medicated. And now we're on day 2. I woke up with horrible, I don't know if I should call it back pain or strain in my lower small of my back. So it just has made it a little bit more difficult to move around. And before I took my medication today, I definitely had multiple bowel movements and a little bit of diarrhea. But the rest of the time I've been okay. I'm eating like I normally do. So if you're curious about that, I think I talk about it in my low fermentation diet. I've just maintained that all the way. The only thing that I changed is a couple weeks back, I added back in the flaxseed that's ground because I felt like it was making me feel a little bit constipated. I mean, I don't know what constipation feels like, but I know that I wasn't having bowel movements as often or like I should, considering all that I was eating. Sorry guys, don't mean to talk about all that, but you guys want to be in the video. So I think that's all I have to say about that for right now. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I haven't really been doing anything the last 2 days. I don't start work up again until Thursday of this week. So, and it's Monday right now.